Hey guys, I'm Lily, creative practitioner, international coach, and author. I'm now in Penang. I'm here for a Malaysian and a Singaporean tour for QHT sessions. So I'm so excited because I got a lot of wisdom from previous sessions with different clients. Okay, if you've been following my content for a while, you might have noticed a kind of shift recently. Um, Apart from some more English contents, I've stopped sharing stories. I've had people ask me why. And today I want to be completely transparent with you about the three core reasons behind this action. As an international coach and QHT practitioner, I hear a lot incredible, profound things every single day about the personal stories. But I realized it was time to change how I share the value with you. Something beyond the stories or something beneath the stories. The first lesson or the first reason is very simple. Stories are just the package, the wrapper. When we depackage, delayer the package, during the time when we listen to others' stories, it's very easy to get caught up. It's not easy, sorry, it is not easy to get caught up in the drama if we begin to delayer the package. Because the stories, the drama, the plot, and all those fantasy details, sometimes it seems to be personal, but it is just the package. What actually matters is the universal wisdom hidden inside, beyond the package, beyond the stories. So my goal now is to delay the content and share with you right away something beneath the wrapper, and to give you the core, the actionable wisdom directly. So you don't have to sift through someone else's narrative to find what you need. Of course, in the past, I seldom share the client stories. I usually share with you my personal stories, like the things I wrote in this book. It is actually my own personal story. And of course, it is a process or a journey of how I delay myself when I was experiencing that story, when I was doing the self fight, the inner fight, the self talk. Okay, the second reason comes down to the professional integrity and absolute privacy, of course. When someone sits across from me, they are often in their most vulnerable stage, and my practice is built on the foundation of absolute trust. So even if I would change names or details to hide the name, to remove all the personal steps to map that specific person, I never want anyone sitting in my chair wondering if their personal journey will become my next piece of content. Protecting that safe space is my non-negotiable bottom line. And the third reason is about you. When we immerse ourselves in stories, we become passive observers. We project, we judge, or we simply get entertained. But true transformation happens when we stop looking outward and start dissecting our own behaviors. I want my content to be a mirror, not a movie. I want to help you bring the focus back to yourself. Here, I would love to add some personal experience here, because sometimes when I share with audience, readers about my book, after they finish the book, they usually come back to me. Some of them usually come back to me that they didn't experience similar with me, so sometimes they cannot feel the resonance. But I usually, before handing the book, I usually remind them that relationship is universal. Relationship between the intimate partners actually reflect the other relationships in the family, with your family members, with your parents, with your siblings, and the relationships in the workplace. So we don't need to write a book about the workplace, politics to understand how to deal with the politics. But if we read a book about romance, love stories, we still can understand how we can understand the human behavior, the human thoughts in the workplace. How come, right? How come I can say this? Because human is human. Human has so many human things, human thoughts about the self-attachment, about how to validate ourselves, about how to feel good in front of people. So that is typical um how say typical human thing, typical um fights between lovers, right? Usually we feel that girls or even boys actually feels that I want you understand me a lot more. I want you care about me. So this is actually the same things happen in the workshop, in the workplace, that we want the credits. We hope our boss can recognize us. This is the same. So relationships between the intimacy levels, between the intimate partners are actually a reflection about the relationship in the workplace. So everything is universal. So we can get common things out of similar stories. And that's why we don't need to go deep into each stories, but we need to layer the package of a story, of different stories, and understand what we can get as the wisdom, what we can get to make us understand how to deal with the world and how to understand how to discover ourselves. So this is why I want you and want every one of us, including me, to understand how to see beyond the stories, how to delayer ourselves, how to understand each reaction, and how to dissect ourselves. If this approach resonates with you, if you are ready to stop looking at the wrapper, at the package, and start doing the real inner work, I'm hosting an immersive small group workshop in Singapore on the August the 8th, which perfectly aligns with the Lion Gates portal. And of course, it is not a typical inner work. It is not a lecture, which will be conducted entirely in English. It is kind of a sharing about my philosophy, which actually out of the practice, QHT practice and the coaching practice. I always believe that everyone can be their own teacher, and the life experience is, of course, the best teacher. So my philosophy has always been that this work is not a quick fix. And you come, you get the tools you need. No, not this way. Actually, you come, you experience, and then you have your understanding. And then after getting back home, back to your life, you understand you are the master. And there is no teacher for you to help you. And there is no healer for you to help to heal you. It is you, your inner wisdom heal you and teach you as time goes by, as the life goes on. So we will run from 11:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and I'll be providing you lunch. Everyone who attends will receive two of my published books and custom designed weekly planner, which is a journal, I say, that I personally created. And of course, I will give you a USD voucher for any future QHT sessions or coaching sessions with me. Um, there are only 5 spots left for the moment, and I will leave the registration link in the description below. Remember, life itself is your greatest teacher. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.